Senator Olamilekon, let's talk about your emergence as the winner of the APC senatorial district in Ogun West. So we understand that you emerged the victor, beating Senator Tolu Odebi by a landslide. And we also understand that a number of aggrieved party members have gone to court challenging your victory. So what's happening now?
Now, as you have rightly said, I won the primaries in the last primary election that was conducted in Ogun West. And this was not as a result of what comes just overnight. It has been an effort put together for over 15 years since I decided to return back to my roots. And I have done that vigorously with the support of God Almighty, the governor of the state, and all members of the party across the divide. And as you can see from the fallout of the primaries, I won convincingly. Out of 294 delegates, the entire 294 delegates decided to vote for me. That shows that I'm on ground, and that shows that I am the candidate to beat in the primaries. So for those who have gone to court, as I've said, this is the time of the season that everybody wants to engage in one activities or the other. But there is no local standing, because I don't want to go to the nitty-gritty of it, because the Electoral Act is clear that if you must go to court, you must be involved in the exercise or in the primaries and elections. So the basis of where they have gone to court, we don't know yet. But we are watching and we are looking. And the lawyers are reading and looking at all that is before them for those who have chosen to go to court. I don't want to discuss this process to the latter, because the matter is already before a competent court of jurisdiction. So I just want to leave it at that. But what is there is that I won the primary, and I won it convincingly. And my people are with me. My people are there all the way. And we are just preparing ourselves for the general election, which is ahead of us come February 2023, which by the grace of God, we believe that victory will be ours by the grace of God.
Right, distinguished Senator, a lot of people had described the Ninth Assembly as a rubber stamp. They had used that word several times. And they expect that the National Assembly should be able to, look the executive in the face in some of the areas that things may not be going the way they want. But it seems the National Assembly worked in a way that they see it as being in harmony with the executive. What do you say when you hear the Ninth National Assembly being called a rubber stamp?
Well, I don't know the definition of their so-called rubber stamp. I want to believe that National Assembly are made up of men and women who are distinguished Nigerians and who have the right to take their own position comes before them. And I strongly believe that if supporting the programs and policies of your party so that the party can bring about meaningful development to the country and contribute immensely to development of our country and bring back the dividend of democracy to the people, is what they call rubber stamp. I don't have any apology to that, because my party is in power and I must do everything to support my party to succeed. If timely passage of the budget is called rubber stamp, I don't have apology to that. If consideration of bills that will have direct impact on the people in passing it within the record time is what they call a rubber stamp, I don't have issues with that. And if matters of urgent public importance brought before us are considered and suggestions are made by way and solution towards that, is what they define as rubber stamp. I don't have apology to all of that. So I don't know what they call the so-called rubber stamp, because if what they are thinking is that we should always be at loggerhead with the executive so that Nigerians will see that we are antagonizing or fighting the executive is anything to go by, then I don't understand. Even in the developed democracies across the world, there are what we call the bipartisan, why both opposition and the majority party, we come and agree on issues that is of national interest. What is currently happening in the United States as we speak on the issue of the gun control. You can see that they are bipartisan about it. There are speedy consideration of bills, and it is being passed within a record time. So in this part of the world where we are still struggling with development, where we are still struggling in trying to ensure that our democracy have its sound footing in our country, I strongly believe and feel that the issue of rubber stamp should not come, but rather we should be seen as giving the maximum cooperation to executive to bring about enough dividend of democracy to Nigeria. Because, for instance, like the committee I chair, which is the Committee on Finance, any document be given to us, we are allowed to go and look at it critically, dissect it, analyze it, and we will advise the Senate accordingly on what is before us. And also where there are areas which we should disagree with the executive, we do that. But most especially at a conference committee level, we engage them. They give us opportunity, give us reason, tell us why they are going this direction. And if we are satisfied and genuine with it, we cannot act to the contrary. So I don't know the definition of the rubber stamp of the next National Assembly, but rather I want to say that they have done so much in trying to support this current administration to succeed. Area of security challenges, we have come together to even hold a security summit, put up suggestions and bring it before the executive to come, because our is to suggest and to pass bills into law. Theirs is to execute whatever suggestion or bills that have been passed. So there are two different, but so working harmoniously together to do what is right for this nation, I don't call it rubber stamp. And it is not good for us as a nation to go that direction as of now, when we are still trying to ensure that our nascent democracy is see the light of the day, despite the current challenges that is currently confronting us as a nation. So I don't join that issue that Ninth National Assembly is a rubber stamp National Assembly. I don't join that issue.
Okay, the NNPP and Labour are seen as renegade parties. How much of a threat do you think they are for the APC or even the PDP in the upcoming polls?
As I've said, I know they are trying to bring the third force, and I hope we are not having the fourth force now, because we are thinking that one of the political parties, Labour and NNPP, will come together to form one political party. But as it is, it is good for our democracy, and I strongly believe that they are bringing to the table what other two political parties are not bringing to the table. So they are welcome on board. But as it is, politics, it's about the spread, it's about the structure, it's about the people. And I believe that because if you go into the National Assembly now, I think the NNPP had one senator, Labour too has one senator. In the House of Reps, I don't know their numbers, but at least these are the structure that we should look at that can at least start looking at the impact that they can bring to the other political party going forward. But they are welcome if they so choose to be the third force. And for the APC, I believe that with our presidential candidate, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, we are in the right step, in the right direction. And by the time the campaign starts, we will see that the programs and policies and consolidating the achievement of this current administration, we also, and I don't know about the PDP, I don't know their agenda, I don't know their plans, but I believe and I strongly feel that it will be difficult for NNPP or the Labour Party to upstage the All Progressive Congress in the coming general election. So to a large extent, we are prepared. Everybody is going to sell their manifesto to the people again. We are going to tell them and what we are capable of doing, what we are going to do, and how we're going to turn around some areas of challenges that have confronted us as a nation going forward. And I strongly feel that at least this time around, Nigeria is going to be voting not only for political party, but for the candidate that will be standing for that particular position. And most especially, a tested and trusted candidate. And we all know the impact and what the candidate of the APC have done in the past, especially in turning around the fortune of the new Lagos, which we are currently enjoying length and breadth of this country. And I strongly feel that anybody looking at them, looking at the perspective that we are talking about Nigeria and Lagos is meaning Nigeria. We all agree to that. And, I believe that we are in good state, and we will do our best to convince the people to go the way of the APC come 2023.
But how do you respond to people who inquire as to, aren't you better off remaining representing the Lagos West constituents, where you have an appreciable level of popularity as against your foray to Ogun West, or better put now, your decision to go back to your roots?
Well, for whatever school of thought anybody has shared concerning what the position or decision I've taken, I want to thank them very much, because that shows that I have done so well while serving the people of Lagos West. And I want to appreciate them and thank them for the opportunity given for me to serve them. And as you all know, Lagos is for everybody. It's a level playing field. And I felt that serving my people in Ogun West is also not a bad idea. And a decision taken to go back home, I want to believe that is the right decision, and I have no regret about it. And I can assure you that the same level of support that I enjoy while serving in Lagos, I will enjoy it when I will be representing, while I'll be representing Ogun West in the Senate, in the 10th National Assembly. So, by and large, I'm happy. I'm in good state, and I'm focused. I'm looking ahead to the campaign ahead of me, and also to assure the good people of Lagos that, yes, I am back home, I'm serving Ogun West, but I will also always be there at any point in time when they need my attention or my assistance going into the future. So I thank both the people of Lagos and also my people who have embraced and welcomed me back home to represent them come 2023, the general election.
All right.